Okay. Should I resize my resolution so I might have to use it? Whoa! Continue on. No, not very keen on. Yeah, no guitar for once. I don't think I played the guitar in very much. I still use this Jeffy, but these little skills have to be reminded. I know.
Whoa. Looks like the battle here was intense.
The Master Diviner must have launched the campaign while we were delayed in the Artisanship Commission.
Time is of the essence. The most important task for the Xianzhou Luofu is suppressing the Stellaron. General Jing Yuan tasked the Master Diviner with commanding the Cloud Knights. He would have known she'd act on the results of her divination.
Thank goodness the General didn't make us go with the Knights. Fighting is totally different from adventuring. All these people... It's tough to bear.
I'm afraid this is nothing, Benefactor. Centuries ago, an Emanator of Abundance besieged the Luofu with the aim of taking the Ambrosial Arbor. They destroyed half our delves and killed most of the Cloud Knights. For long-life species, such events are more like yesterday's memories than ancient history. This awful spectacle is child's play in comparison.
Oh.
Hey, is that supposed to make us feel better?
No. No, Marsh, no.
It's hard to tell if the Master Diviner won or lost here.
Let's wait, save, let's draw.
A draw? This isn't a tournament, you know. I can't see many Cloud Knights. The Xianzhou must have fought well.
Not necessarily. There'd usually be a base with supporting forces set up after a successful engagement, but we don't see any of that. Let's look around and see if we can find some clues.
Be careful. Look, there's someone over there. Here! There are still survivors here.
You're not the Knights. What is your purpose here? It's dangerous.
We're reinforcements sent by the General. Where's everyone else?
Resorting to short-lived species as reinforcements. Jing Yuan is truly running out of options.
Run! She's a disciple of Sanctus Medicus!
Silence. If my healing worked, you'll become one of us. And then it's not just me they'll be running from.
I hope it didn't work.
Hurry! Leave here!
Eternal sleep is not the end.
control myself anymore.
Let's settle this.
Enemy data secured.
Hello.
Activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Heaven's Search. Break.
The lives
There
of
you go.
short-lived species are so fleetingly brief. Why seek death?
Living forever is a double-edged.
Let's settle this.
The times are changed. Heaven's Search. Rise.
Oh my god.
Enemy targets detected.
It's pointed. Well, really not.
The strength. Heaven's Search. Break.
Bloom.
Thanks for the support.
Repay.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Why did you come to the Xianzhou? To seek immortality? You don't have to appease Jingyuan. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus can provide all that you desire.
I sense a storm. Rise.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Oh,
Awaken, dormant skin. World cleansing dragon.
Seize the moment. Yeah! Enemy target ready for another?
I'll see you off.
The strength. Heaven's Search. Rise.
A thousand wonders to raise your spirits. Fight as one!
Heaven's Search. Break.
okay, fine.
Hold on. We'll find someone to help.
Don't waste your time. They've converted me. I don't have much longer. Go.
Ah!
The Master Diviner's troops are ahead.
Let's go.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were in hiding for so long. Now they finally show their face. Did the master...
I need a farm.
Welcome, customers. Yeah! Ready for another?
Awaken, dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
Let's settle this.
Heaven's Search. Rise. The consequences are mine to bear. It's all yours.
Eternal sleep is not the dead return!
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack. Seize the moment. Yeah! Commencing support. Ready for another?
Awaken, dormant world cleansing dragon.
Let's settle this.
We sense a storm. The heavens surge. Break!
Receive divinity.
Do not fret.
Repay.
Let's be friends. Yeah! Enemy targets detected.
Let's settle
Enemy data
this.
secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old
Get
counterattack.
off.
Awaken, dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
Yeah! Commencing support.
The strength.
Welcome, customers.
Eternal sleep is not the dead return!
Oh no.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits. Fight as one. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Thank you, thank you.
Let's settle this.
The times are changed. The heavens surge. Rise!
Seize the moment.
Think I will.
Commencing support.
Oh my god, so many.
The heavens surge. Break!
Let's be friends. Yeah! Enemy targets detected.
You chose the...
The
where
combat
am I going?
report will be ready soon.
Check.
Who goes there?
Welcome, customers.
Awaken, dormant scale. World cleansing dragon.
Enemy data secured. Net markers
God.
activated. Time for good old
I haven't
counterattack.
I haven't finished with this part of the story yet. I like Belmont.
We have the upper hand.
I don't know how much what my feelings are about this yet. So
Heavens
yeah.
surge. Rise!
No.
Grace.
Let's be friends. Yeah! Commencing support.
Let's settle this.
The combat report will be ready soon. Inventory complete.
Oh. No, wrong one.
Receive divinity.
Better late than never. Secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
I want my like
Seize the
one of
moment.
the few
Enemy
standards I
targets
actually want.
detected.
I sent a
Forget.
storm.
Actually, I want most of them,
Heaven
except
surge.
for maybe. Oh, hello. Except for maybe. Yeah, dancing. I think.
Break. Awaken dormant scales.
Yeah, I think dancing is the one I
World
don't really
cleansing
want.
dragon.
I don't even know why I
Thousand
don't want
wonders to
dancing on,
raise your finest one.
but I'm sure he works.
Enemy data
in certain
secured.
situations,
Net markers
but-
activated. Time for good old counterattack.
I'll see you off.
The strength. Heaven surge. Rise. Grace. Grace.
Talk. Yeah. Commencing support.
Bloom.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Eternal sleep is not the end.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
The
I'm gonna try to finish it because there's events that are coming up. One that's
settle this.
nearly over, actually.
I sent a storm.
I figure I might as well catch up with the
Heaven
story
surge.
so I can do those off stream.
Talk. Yeah.
Let's settle this.
Halo is barely even built, to be honest.
Yeah. Enemy target. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack. Yeah. We have the upper hand. 1,000 wonders to raise finest one.
Eternal sleep is not the dead return. Let's settle this.
Honestly,
The strength
my
awaken dormant
Dan
scales.
Hagen isn't the best
World
right
cleansing
now. Like,
dragon.
his relics are not leveled. I mean, they're kind of leveled.
Heaven surge. Rise.
I don't know why he's critting so much, honestly.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
I'm going to get that.
Bloom.
Do not fret.
Repay.
The times are changed. Heaven surge.
I don't need to use these all at once, but I'm going to.
You chose the wrong enemy.
I really like having him because he works pretty well with damage because
Talk.
he technically doesn't need to use skill
Ready for
points.
another?
Let's settle this.
I sent a storm.
If I want
Surge.
to,
Rise.
I don't have to use something. I just choose them.
Inventory complete.
I don't like that you can't expect this stuff.
data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
Seize the moment. Yeah!
Heaven's surge. Break.
Probably overkill doing that all the time.
The strength. Heaven's surge. Rise.
Okay, treat his relic not very no level. Okay, 2 levels. But they're like 2 stars? Oh no, they are. Nice. What is the one up right now? Oh, that's it. Oh my god. Oh, okay, fine. I keep getting distracted by these things.
Inventory complete. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack. 1,000 wonders to raise. Fight as one. Commencing support. Ready for another?
I'll see you off.
Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon. Heaven's surge. Rise. Bloom.
Thanks for the support. Welcome, customers. Yeah!
Who goes there? Show yourselves! Wait, it's you. Quickly, in here. It's dangerous outside.
That's what we were doing.
You recognize us?
Are you not the General's guests? The Master Diviner prophesied your arrival. We were ordered to wait for you under any circumstances. Yes, the Master Diviner ordered us to remain stationed here and went to scout ahead. They're saying the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have returned. They haven't been seen for an age. The troops are anxious. It's good that you're here. The Master Diviner said the Knights weren't to move out until you arrived. Please wait in the camp.
We'll decide on our next steps once the Master Diviner returns.
Okay.
That the Cloud Knights received orders not to advance is a bad sign. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I've heard the name before. If memory serves, they're an underground sect of the Abundance that's said to have lain dormant within the Xianzhou, plotting to overthrow the Alliance. The Stellaron has certainly caused Abundance-like abnormalities. Is that what motivated the Disciples to come out of the shadows? No. The Knight's main force remains intact. Something must have happened. Something we're not aware of. The Master Diviner isn't here. Let's head into camp and see what we can learn from the troops here.
Okay.
Good idea. Why don't you take a look around, benefactors? My feet need a rest.
I won't walk around with it. Just because, yeah, there is that. It's mostly nice now.
You want to ask questions? Fine. But I must be present the whole way through. This part needs to be recorded as testimony.
Finally, someone to talk to. These Cloud Knights are so serious, so boring. That shining seed? I've seen it. So beautiful. If you gaze into it, there's a voice inside that speaks to you.
Do you still remember Cocolia?
The Master said we could inject new life into the ambrosial arbor with it. I didn't believe it at first. We tried many methods, spending multiple lifetimes of short-life species, yet the arbor showed no signs of resurrection. But look upon it now. Only the power of an eon can recreate the miracle. Yes, yes, the mighty Sanctus Medicus, the Abundance.
This sounds like a cult.
So, you witnessed it too? The ambrosial arbor's resurrection. Magnificent. In the Befall era, so far in the past that even long-life species cannot recall, Sanctus Medicus, the Abundance, gifted the ambrosial arbor to the Xianzhou Luofu. With that sacred tree, humanity realized many miracles. The fallow earth, the western soapberry, the altered flesh. But that devilish archer ruined everything. They twisted right and wrong and erased Sanctus Medicus's achievements. But soon we will return to the glory of the Befall era.
All this
You've
bloody
seen the
stuff
fantastic creatures that fought with us. They are only minor gifts of the ambrosial arbor.
Shut it, rambling rodent. The Cloud Knights will root all of you out soon.
What did we do? We cured our kin. It must hurt to be trapped in such weak flesh and blood.
You scum! If the Order allowed, I would cut you down now.
Do it! I want to see it!
You don't understand. A short-life species couldn't understand. Mara struck? Bah! It's a second life gifted by Sanctus Medicus to eliminate the self, to achieve transcendence, a life of true freedom.
With
I
no
see a
actual thoughts
desire
of your
for
own,
power in
sure!
your eyes. This life is too short for you, isn't it? I can help you.
I want to
Don't
cut him
listen.
down myself.
His words are poison.
We're just having fun, sir. Without the blessing of the Abundance, you short-life species would never be able to endure the transformation.
Come on! I wish it would let me. I sort of, but They want
Forgive me for being brief. Warfare is a dangerous business. There's no time for idle chat. We took over this place a few hours ago under the Master Diviner's command. It was only afterwards that we learned our enemies were none other than the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, those who worship the plague's author. Everything was going as planned. The sorcerers of the disciples and the fantastic creatures they commanded were no match for us. Then, after a while, our comrades suddenly started to slaughter one another.
That sounds
Curse it! What Sanctus Medicus sorcery did they use on us? The greatest fear of the Xianzhou people is succumbing to our Mara-struck form around others. To do so means that we have given up on being human, lost the abomination sleeping in our immortal blood, and violated the Rainbow's admonishments. What the disciples of Sanctus Medicus did are despicable acts that every Alliance resident detests. I swear to the Arbiter that I will avenge my comrades.
I will happily help.
Master Diviner, you're back.
I have kept you waiting, but the deceit of the disciples is laid bare to me now. Apologies. To avoid dissemination of intelligence, the General and I kept the involvement of the disciples to ourselves. It is a clandestine organization that seeks to overthrow the Alliance. Before the Stellaron disaster, the disciples had remained veiled in shadow for years. Their emergence reflects their intricate connection to this calamity.
The conflict is difficult, Master Diviner, but you have led your forces from the front lines and beyond in pursuit of the enemy. Admirable work.
Hardly. A diviner must acquire first-hand knowledge in order to calculate the future. Collecting intelligence in this way assists me in achieving the right answer. Wait, what's all this about a difficult conflict? The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been scheming for a long time, but our army is in no way inferior. How can things be so difficult? Sharp as always.
I knew we'd spent too long around the Master Diviner. Now we're predicting the future.
I like that.
Let me guess.
And I don't
what are
like
we up
young.
to this time? Could it be heading to the front lines? Leading the Cloud Knight charge? Well, try this on for size. Nope! I can't stand any more of this fighting. So there.
Who said you'd be heading to the battlefield?
There's also one of this character I actively choose.
We're not?
Because I don't have the other one that I would choose.
Jinyuan's orders. He said that the value of unexpected guests lies in the unexpected.
Like, I would use Milo if I had her, but I don't have
demonstrate
her.
our power to the enemy head
I don't want to.
Now it is time for the unexpected.
Not that I dislike the
Please,
concept, but
come with me. After receiving the Ambrosial Arbor, the Alchemy Commission was once the Luofu's most vital commission. After all, it was they who changed the Xianzhou natives into long-life species. They also developed many incredible technologies from the tree itself. But in the end, the alchemists grew discontented and began to obsess over the manipulation of life. Research into the arbor poisoned their minds. The more they pursued it, the more they longed for it.
I can. I'm not expecting to see these
Morning bells chime in a dream. Evening mist gathers around me. Do you see that?
What huge elixir crucibles. There's still smoke coming out of them.
This is where the alchemists practiced the way of immortality in ancient times. They erected elixir crucibles here to absorb the power of the arbor, turning fantasy into reality. Since the smoke from the crucibles never ceases, this place was named Eve Mist Mansion. An elegant name, but as far as the art of war is concerned, it's a death trap. As long as the crucibles are lit and the smoke continues to linger, we cannot get any closer.
This is why the Cloud Knights lost control and became Mara-struck?
Okay.
Indeed. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus infuse the smoke that permeates this delve with medicinal pellets that elicit Mara. Unless the Cloud Knights were able to march with their breath held, they would be doomed to fall into disarray. Moreover, no one could know whether their comrade was about to be stricken with Mara. Is there anything better than fear for destroying the morale of an army?
The Cloud Knights' first assault was just a cover. You're using the main army to attract the enemy's attention, while we douse the elixir crucibles and stop the smoke.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus renounced their century of secrecy and chose to reveal themselves, meaning they feel confident of victory. But no matter how well prepared they may be, their focus has always been the Cloud Knights. They are completely unaware of your existence and capacity, and in short, cannot be prepared against you. Indeed, this demonic vapor is a weapon targeted against the Cloud Knights. The ambrosial arbor is taboo for the Luofu, and the Xianzhou alliance has always been fiercely independent. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus could never have guessed that the General would seek outside help. They won't be prepared against short-life species.
Okay.
Is this what General Jing Yuan meant by unexpected guests?
I wouldn't hazard a guess. All I can say is that the predictions of the Stellaron hunters were more accurate than mine. The future that Kafka seeks is becoming reality, one step at a time.
I don't want to act according to this vision for this long way.
I do not wish to be their puppet either. In any case, we do not walk alone and unhindered on our paths. Our choices define us and influence others. The duty of the Master Diviner is to bring luck and avoid misfortune. I don't want my choice to plunge the Luofu into a terrible future. To return to the matter at hand, only you can douse the elixir crucibles without being harmed by them. What say you?
Okay.
Fine. I didn't hear a please, but seeing as we do kinda have superpowers around here, Mr. Yang, what do you think?
I will come at once when the smoke dissipates. You won't be left to fend for yourselves.
Okay.
Huh. I feel like even though long-life species get to live forever, they aren't so different from us short-life species when it comes to worries and suffering.
Okay. This is...
Wait, Miss Tingyun! Why are you still here? You're too close to the crucible!
Thank you for the concern, but I'm fine. The General commanded me to stay with you. I dare not go against military orders.
Seems like...
Let's be friends.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
We have the upper hand. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
The strength. Heaven's surge. Rise!
Welcome, customers. Yeah! Ready for another?
I'll see you off.
I sent a storm. Heaven's Surge. Break!
The consequences are mine to bear.
Who goes there?
Let's be friends.
Awaken, dormant world-cleansing dragon.
Let's settle this.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I don't think I've
The times are changed.
moved
Heaven's Surge.
the Mars
Rise.
Run Club yet. Yeah, I don't have it
Commencing
yet.
support.
Let's settle this.
The combat report will be ready soon.
Turn it off!
Oh.
There it is.
I didn't realize it was already off.
Grace.
1,000 wonders to fight as one!
Eternal sleep is
The dead return!
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Let's settle this.
Heaven's Surge. Break!
Enemy targets detected. Ready for another?
The strength. Heaven's Surge. Rise!
The combat report will be ready soon. Finally.
Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
We have the upper hand.
Let's settle this.
Heaven's Surge. Break!
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. We have the upper hand.
Eternal sleep is
The dead return!
Heaven's Surge. Rise!
So, you succeeded in dousing the elixir cauldrons. Unimportant. The inevitable is already upon us.
Okay.
Danshu. It's you.
I have met you before in my capacity as Chief Alchemist, Master Diviner. You don't seem surprised.
Indeed. The General and I knew that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus must be hiding in the Alchemy Commission. However, without evidence, we couldn't bring charges before the commissions. We had to wait for you to show yourselves. And now, your charges are many. Drawing Stellaron spirits into the Xianzhou, resurrecting the Ambrosial Arbor, striking down our people with Mara. The Ten Lords Commission will address these transgressions during your reckoning.
Crimes? If I am guilty, then all of our Xianzhou ancestors are also guilty. They were the ones who accepted the blessings of the abundance and turned their descendants into long-life species.
There's a
The
difference between
disciples of
doing it
Sanctus
without knowing what
Medicus
they're doing
are only walking on the road our
and
ancestors
doing
once
it to do it
took.
after
How is
you
it
know
a
what
crime to
happened.
seek ascendance?
Not
Days of
for
old,
yourself,
the
but
roots
for
of
other
the
people,
ambrosial
yes.
arbor enveloped the Xianzhou Luofu like a living creature.
Like it's one thing to do it to yourself,
And none could
no matter
stand
how
in our way.
fucked up it is, but
Everyone could become
to
celestial.
try to do it to
and
other
shift
people,
form at will. Divine miracles
that's where I
descended
struggle.
onto all 9 Xianzhou ships. What a glorious time that was. How far the Xianzhou has fallen. We consent to be commanded by the devilish archer. Suffer continuously at the hands of the denizens of abundance. And the Ten Lords Commission even forces us to give up our immortality. How pitiful. I do not blame you for your ignorance. We were not born in the era when the ambrosial arbor first descended. Nor did we witness its miracles. But now,
It sounds too much
we
like
now have an opportunity to restore the ancient laws.
it sounds false.
Forgive me for thinking you might have harbored some profound enlightenment. Yours is the same old talk of those who seek power and give up on their humanity. Our Xianzhou ancestors fought side by side with the Arbiter, laid waste to the Arbor, and established the Ten Lords Commission to lay down the lines between life and death. In doing so, we enshrined our future as human beings. Celestials? There are no Celestials on the Xianzhou. The divine miracles of the abundance, the manipulation of life and death. Your deeds are nothing but evil.
I have nothing to say to you, Master Diviner. You have already made your decision. You have discarded power. A most foolish choice.
Oh,
Master Diviner, allow me to show you what the Celestials were capable of.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Let's settle this.
Heaven's Surge. Break!
Receive divinity.
Better late than
Weaken
never.
dormant scales.
World-cleansing dragon.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirit. Fight as one.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
Talk. Commencing support.
Let's settle this.
Heaven's Surge. Rise!
Merciful Medicus, hear my call.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Bloom.
Better late than
Weaken
never.
dormant scales.
World-cleansing dragon.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
surge. Break.
Commencing support. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Receive divinity.
Better late than never.
Talk.
Welcome, customers. Yeah! Enemy targets detected.
Let's settle this.
Let's be friends. Yeah! Ready for another?
Heaven surge. Rise.
Bloom. Do not fret. Awaken, dormant skin. World-cleansing dragon.
Eternal sleep is the dead return!
To my heart's content.
Welcome, customers. Yeah!
Your life's landscape grasp of nature.
Commencing support. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Heaven surge. Break.
Let's be friends. Yeah!
Mind and mastery of immortality.
You chose the wrong
Enemy
enemy.
data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I sense a storm. Heaven surge. Rise.
Okay. What is he saying?
The ambrosial arbor's descent will bring us undying bodies. The one who gave us the Stellaron said that.
Your fault for believing her, believe in them.
Antilia, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have fulfilled our promise. You, Lord Ravager, must do the same. Now, quickly.
Oh.
Little pawn. Must you force me to intervene directly? I'm loath to flout my philosophy of destruction.
What? Huh?
Never mind. It would seem the time has come for other means of dismantling the Xianzhou from within.
Wait, what? Huh?
What a shame.
Huh?
It would have been nice to observe for a little longer. You received the gift of abundance.
Surely you can withstand the blessing of destruction.
Miss Pinyun!
Benefactors, allow me to reintroduce myself.
Huh?
I am Lord Ravager Fantilia.
Enemy
I
targets
have come with a single purpose: to set in motion the self-destruction of the Xianzhou.
Miss Pinyun, is the Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion? But how can that be?
Keep calm, all of you. This is a formidable enemy. We have to stay together. Welcome, customers. Yeah! Commencing support.
You chose the wrong
Enemy
enemy.
data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
The times are changed.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
Heaven surge. Break.
Can we talk?
Bloom.
Thanks for for the support.
Repay.
Enemy targets detected.
Okay, he dead.
Ready for another?
I'll see you off.
The strength. Heaven's surge. Rise! Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
You chose the wrong
Enemy
enemy.
data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I sense a storm. Heaven's surge. Break!
You are fortunate that Zephyro and Selenova never set their gaze upon the Xianzhou. They have no qualms about dealing out destruction by their own hand.
The strength.
But since that stubborn general of yours has forced me to take center stage, I'll make sure I steal the show. My apologies for leaving so soon, but I have an appointment to keep. I'm sure my friends here will be happy to entertain me.
I sense a storm. Heaven's surge. Rise! Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
You know, my Yukong is higher level than my NSFW are. Fine.
Ready for another?
You chose the wrong enemy.
The strength. Heaven's surge. Break!
Nothing major. Eternal sleep is the dead return!
Enemy targets detected.
I'll see you off.
I sense a storm. Heaven's surge. Rise!
We have the upper
Awaken,
hand.
dormant. World-cleansing dragon.
Ready for another?
You chose the wrong enemy.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
The strength. Heaven's surge. Break!
Bloom. Repay. Nothing major.
Commencing support.
I'll see you off. Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Enemy targets detected.
Okay. Only take it right. That's fine.
Wait, hold on a second. Are you really saying that Miss Tingyun was a member of the Antimatter Legion all along? And what was that fire that came out of her? And her body? Where did it go? Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Fantilia, a name I've heard other nameless speak of in the past. She's one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve Nanook, and finds pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
Meaning that Tingyun had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
I don't believe so. Fantilia revels in watching a corrupted mind eating away its host from inside out, until the obliteration of both is achieved. But there was no indication that Tingyun had been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Tingyun we knew wasn't her true self, but an image Fantilia devised to serve her own purposes.
You're saying that the real Tingyun is still...
I'm sorry, March. I can't say with any certainty where the real Tingyun may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. Without knowing where the body vanished to, it'll be tough to get an answer. At this point, it's all just conjecture and hope. But if that body belonged to the real Tingyun, it does raise the question of why Phantilia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of her. Wouldn't it be more in line with her destructive nature to leave Tingyun's remains behind as a display of power?
Probably.
I believe this to be Phantilia's goal. To sow seeds of doubt among us and ensnare us in a malevolent trap.
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Xianzhou citizen? Planting a Stellaron in the Luofu? All part of her plan to bring about our self-destruction. Phantilia is aiming for the Ambrosial Arbor. If she succeeds, the Luofu will be deprived of its roots, making its destruction all too easy. We must stop her. We need to take a star skiff to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The Ambrosial Arbor can be...
Hold on.
Sealed from that delve. Let's make haste. That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. How utterly despicable.
Yeah,
what worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large.
It all happened so suddenly. But looking back, I think Mr. Yang was right. Tingyun was behaving strangely. She was fascinated with the Abundance's creations.
Since she was an Amicastor dispatched by the Skyfaring Commission, it's evident that there must indeed be a person with her name in the commission. We'll have to let the Cloud Knights get to the bottom of what happened to the real Tingyun. As for the Tingyun who accompanied us all that way, it's like what Mr. Yang said. Her appearance was designed to sow seeds of doubt among us. We cannot allow ourselves to fall into her trap. It is a delve governed by the Vidyadhara. Supposedly an ancient oceanic region transferred from the Vidyadhara home planet. After the Ambrosial Arbor was broken in two during the war, its roots were left gnarled and broken. Yet it never died. The Alliance decided to seal the Arbor within Scale Gorge Waterscape, entrust it to the High Elders of the Vidyadhara, and rely on the power of Long Scions to constrain it. It has been so long. No one knows whether the seal remains. Even if it does, I doubt it will hinder that spectral Lord Ravager. I've reported the current situation to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He made no further contact after we communicated at the Matrix of Prescience. He said he had important matters to personally attend to. The situation stands on the edge of a precipice. We must trust in the General. Why are we still here?
Well, I want to level up. I gotta get at least all sacred relics for love. Like, Xingyan and Taylor are literally working on level 1 relics. Level 0. I'm trying to think. Wait, what the fuck? What? Why he? Okay. Fine. I'll get there one day.
That imposter had the audacity. What worries me more? This is...
Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place. Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? They're probably coming to fix the Stellaron problem. It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I'll be back with my unit. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though, we did take a bit of a detour.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Sushang.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
Okay, bye.
The messages never get sent. I wonder what's happening with those three. The Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here? What happened to them? And what happened to Blade? I've delayed for too long. I need more information.
Yes, we do.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus started a rebellion in the Alchemy Commission. The Cloud Knights have the area locked down. It's not safe. Please, remain here for now. We will send someone to escort you back once the operation is over. You must be talking about the General's guests. Are they your friends? Oh, what a coincidence. They left with the Master Diviner not long ago. That's all thanks to their courageous work that the Knights don't have to worry about the poison in Eve Mist Mansion. I received the good news from the front lines. They'll probably be back soon. Lunatics, all of them. You saw the Ambrosial Arbor, I assume? I heard that's the work of those sorcerers. Still, I can't say too much. Military secrecy.
The Arbor's resurrection is connected to the Disciples' Rebellion. I've heard those names before, but when? How did the others get drawn into all this?
Strange. You seem oddly familiar to me.
I'm sorry, I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you.
What a huge cauldron.
This aureate cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people, the Vidyadhara. It drinks the water of the ancient sea like a whale swallows the tide, and refines it into medicinal pellets. All the elixir crucibles that the Vidyadhara helped to construct contain cloud hymn magic. You should take this chance to learn more, young master.
Oh, now I need to remember.
But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water. What more is there to learn?
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential. Yet, cloud hymn magic is just the beginning.
Of Vidyadhara Mirajago? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse? These memories, No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
Okay, so it's
Surging power. It's you. You've returned, High Elder.
oh, there's that one.
Something terrible is happening in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Please, don't go any further. Your enemies are waiting for you.
I'm sorry. I cannot linger here. My friends have left. I must find them.
You didn't heed us then, and won't heed us now. As headstrong as you always were, it seems you already made your decision. There is a vessel bound for Scale Gorge Waterscape, located ahead.
Oh, so just fan fiction. So apparently not.
He's here.
Right on time.
That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling. It's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
You're here.
It's time to pay the price! It's time! You think changing form will help you escape?
Escape.
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I've nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng.
You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch. You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Jing Yuan's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so familiar.
Look out!
Quit hiding. Your truth.
Oh, cutscene!
You...
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. The High Elder of the Vidyadhara. Imbibitor Lunae. You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice.
am I playing
I've
at?
heard of you and Bibiter Lune. First it was the Stellaron hunters. Now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Sword, heed me.
I've no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
Out of the way! Do not be afraid.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka?
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins. Veil. To send you. Too little.
Surrender!
Fine.
Too little. What's wrong? Afraid to hurt the boy?
Punish evil!
Veil. To send you.
I wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
Don't.
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
Why can't we use our ability?
So familiar. Did she teach you? Then you deserve no mercy.
Can't delay any longer.
Oh, finally!
I didn't wish to harm anyone. But there's no other way. Forgive me.
I failed. This isn't over.
All of you listen to me. Stop. Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Luofu's hotshot general.
Jing Yuan.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time. It has been a long time, old friend.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together? Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Danfeng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Danheng. Whether Danfeng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water, an exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you,
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Danfeng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Danfeng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
I may not be capable of the things that Danfeng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you. It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Danfeng is no more. Now, there is only Danheng. But I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Yes. They are
Why not?
waiting in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance, the Stellaron Hunters, and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But I never anticipated the Antimatter Legion. The hunt is far from over, yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits. From this battle onward, the Alliance must fight the Legion to our dying breath, even if it means the end of the Luofu.
Maybe.
Look, your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them. Let's go! Heaven's Surge. Celestial Dragon. Break!
Let's make it quick.
A foregone conclusion.
Heaven's Surge. Rise!
This is our chance. Yeah!
Conflict is pitiless.
Told you I could fight. Phew!
Heaven's Surge. Break!
Let's go.
Heaven's Surge. Rise!
Follow my charge. Here, this thunder!
Tough luck running into me. Here! Try that again. You can't run!
Yeah!
Heaven's Surge. Break!
Show no mercy.
Conflict is pitiless.
Phew! Try that again. Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move. You can't run!
Rules are made to be broken. This is our chance.
There's no time to lose.
My turn. Here!
Heaven's Surge. Rise!
Xingyuan, where have you been?
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The seats of divine foresight relate the battle reports to me. As for Fantilia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's Author, and turn the Luofu into a hell of undying abominations.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Huh? Is that... Don Hung? You are Don Hung, right? What's with the horns?
It's a long story, March. It's me.
So, you do have secret strength.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we? My astral guess. When you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned that the Stellaron hunters harbored ulterior motives and refused your offer. I see now that I was overly anxious. Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, she succeeded in making it clear that your sincerity is beyond doubt. The Luofu is in your debt, and I have no right to seek further assistance from you. However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Fantilia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Luofu, it would be foolish of me not to ask Don Hung and the rest of you for your strength at this critical moment.
Even if the crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members of my crew. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, those words can feel far off. Fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. That's why the nameless who are able to stay the course number few indeed. Whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here, as on the Express, every vote counts.
Don Hung?
Thank you, Don Hong.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak. But as a descendant of the Vidyadhara, I will fulfill my duty to the Luofu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived.
There is no master plan, only a bet. A bet on the senior Vidyadhara's incomplete exuviation charm. And on Dong Hong's ability to access the memories of the High Elder.
High Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor, remnants of the curse of the plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, the Luofu invoked the power of the Scions of Permanence. Under the direction of the High Elder, the Vidyadhara guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve and contain the Arbor. To commemorate this magnificent feat and sacrifice, the Alliance erected the Dragon Vista Rain Monument, a Vidyadhara statue.
Oh, it looks so much like Don Hong. I wonder if... the statue... is that... Don Hong's brother?
Oh my god, idiot.
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, until the current generation. The most recent successor did not inherit the same level of power, and their appearance is that of a child. Do you understand, Don Hong? Since Dong Feng perished, the Luofu Vidyadhara have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the Arbor, should be able to open a way through to that great tree. What happens next is in your hands.
Oh my god. Why is it so pretty? What the frick?
The annals mention that Scale Gorge waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace. Small wonder. Look at all these submerged structures.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Shuhu upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. An age passed. The palace was left in ruins, and the Vidyadhara used their sacred homeland to imprison the Arbor. The Luofu and the Xianzhou are greatly indebted to them. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of this passage. We must prevent further incidents.
Jingyuan. General, are you planning to face Pantilia alone?
I wouldn't say so. I'll be counting on a few friends for support.
General, don't cast us aside. We're willing to go with you.
Yes, General. We may not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as Cloud Knights to protect the Xianzhou. How can we let Outworlders face the danger while we stay behind the lines? With your permission, sir, allow me to lead the way.
I understand your sentiments, soldiers. But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination of abundance. They are a Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. Crossing this line will bring you into the conflict between the Rainbow Arbiter and the Ruin Author. You have a more important duty.
Cloud Knights, attention!
After I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, and if the seawater returns to its original state, you must withdraw immediately and seal off the delve once more. The Master Diviner will lead you.
Yes, General!
Lady Fu, if I am unable to return, I entrust you with the important task of relaying the full account to the other Xianzhou ships.
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person. But whatever the outcome, I will do as you command and honor the mission.
Spoken like a true general.
Oh my god.
These steps are so far apart. I gotta find a way down.
Do I want to? Or they get forky.
Use Scale Gorge waterscape to seal the arbor. Treason! Blasphemy! You've lost your senses. You think this will gain the trust of the Xianzhou natives. Those who are not of our kind can never be of our mind.
I understand your misgivings, but my decision is made. That is the course we must take.
Very well. In that case, I will report you to the Preceptors and have you stripped of the name and power of the High Elder.
This must be the first High Elder that accepted the mission to quell the Ambrosial Arbor. According to tradition, from then on, successive High Elders were obliged to return to the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. They would guide the tides of the ancient sea to guard and strengthen the Arbor's seal.
Do you remember now?
Yes. Reverence to the Three Talons, the path to the Great Roots. It's the way to the root depths.
Is that some kind of riddle? Reverence to the Three Talons. What the heck does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Just follow me.
Oh, what a huge palace. Completely abandoned. That must have been difficult for them. Imagine how upset you'd be if you had to abandon me.
For the Vidyadhara, it must have been a necessary sacrifice.
I'm not running around too.
This is one of the places mentioned in the riddle. One of the 3 talents. If we can break the seal here, we'll be a step closer to the roots of the arbor.
Those seals you mentioned, do you mean these weird-looking stone lanterns?
That's right. From what I recall, we have to touch these stone lanterns in a particular sequence to unlock the seals in this area.
In that case, then, I'll leave it to you.
I'll do my best.
I mean, I assume it's that in the order 1, 2, 3, 4.
It worked.
General, did you hear about Miss...
Enemy targets detected.
You
Enemy
chose
data
the wrong
secured.
enemy.
Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
The times are changed. The heavens surge. Break!
Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support. Commencing support.
I sense a storm. The heavens surge. Rise! The consequences are mine to bear. It's all yours.
Let's be friends. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Awaken, dormant skin. World-cleansing dragon.
Ready for another?
Let's settle this.
The strength.
Bloom.
Better late than never. We have the upper hand.
The heavens surge. Break!
Welcome, customers. Yeah!
Probably not.
This seal was already on the verge of breaking before the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
Okay, that's true. Can't tell. can you tell?
What seems to be the problem, friend? It would appear the seals have you at a loss. Could the murals in our vicinity be related to the seals?
Oh.
Beneath the lunar glow adorned, Vidyadhara eggs begin to form, and from the ancient sea rebirth, to walk again on solid earth. This mural describes the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth in the lunarescent depths, the beginning of self-reincarnation.
This mural is pretty interesting.
This mural must be related to the others here.
Hey, do you think that...
Perhaps.
Perhaps?
And as the day is almost gone, return alone to water's song. Beneath the waves in silver shell, await new life that time will tell. The worldly limit of the Vidyadhara is reached after 7 centuries.
Okay, that's why.
Our reincarnation's greatest cost, the wisdom of a past life lost, yet through the teachings of our kind, unto the young again consigned. The mural depicts the Vidyadhara being guided by their elder, wiser kin after their rebirth. Our people sing the hymn of clouds, and dance to water's cherished sounds. And high above the dragon flies, to each is destined different skies. This mural portrays the Vidyadhara young. They acquire knowledge and depart for different places on the Xianzhou, thereby dedicating themselves to serving the Alliance.
What seems to be the problem, friend? It would
Okay,
appear the seals have you at a loss. Could the murals in our vicinity be related to the seals?
Either one or the... If it's not the first one...
Okay, let's head to the 3rd seal.
Bye. Bye.
The last of the 3 talons is here.
Okay, I have to drink this one. It's in the way.
Great. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I'll free you from from your chains! Disappear among the sea of butterflies! Illusions of the past!
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Heaven's Surge. Break! Awaken, dormant scale. World-cleansing dragon.
Bloom.
Thanks for the support.
Repay.
Don't mess with me!
Commencing support. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Heaven's Surge. Rise!
Who's next? I can still fight.
Whatever.
Enemy targets
You were
detected.
useless.
I'll see you off.
The strength.
Commencing support.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Heaven's Surge. Break!
Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
We have the upper hand. Ready for another?
I'll see you off.
I sense a storm. Heaven's Surge. Rise! Awaken, dorm. World-cleansing dragon.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Heaven's Surge. Break!
Bloom.
Thanks for the support.
I'll see you off.
Did you notice the flagstone the creature was stepping on? I wonder if it has any connection to the seal.
old friends meet yet again. The reverence to the three talons is complete. Now, we must head for the roots of the arbor. The roots of the arbor are still growing.
It's Ventilia. We must hurry.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Spirit
Eternal
never dies.
sleep is not the dead
Return!
We have the upper hand.
The times are changed.
Gale Force!
Commencing support.
Heaven's Surge. Break! Awaken, Dormant's world-cleansing dragon.
Stay the course.
Enemy targets detected.
We give them the order.
Is that a dragon?
We've reached the end. These are the roots of the ambrosial arbor, where the vestiges of abundance lie. Reverence to the three talents. The path to the great roots. This is it. Under the power of the High Elder, the arbor's roots have formed into the image of a dragon. Now, I will break the final seal.
I hope everyone is prepared.
You're higher level than mine, so. anything you want to say about it.
Oh. Has the General of the Luofu chosen to grace me with his presence?
That witch! She was here waiting for us the whole time! Show yourself, Fantilia!
And the benefactors, too. Oh, patience, patience. Let me make myself presentable. Now I see why the disciples of Sanctus Medicus hold themselves in such high regard. The Arbor's traces really do possess the power of metamorphosis and resurrection.
Fantilia, what is she doing?
I wonder if it'll let me use mine and
Benefactors, behold this beautiful body. The miracles of abundance live up to the name. Let's see if I can put it to good use. The very power that brought the Xianzhou long life, I will use to bring it destruction.
Fantilia has usurped the power of the Arbor. All of you, focus on destroying the Phantom Flowers. I'll go for the body.
I'm already fucking charging.
Vanquish the abomination!
I'll see you off. I sense a storm. Heaven's surge. Break.
So much bark with so little bite. Your attacks are futile. This body was born of the Arbor. You are but ants.
That's some strong wind!
March, careful! For the Xianzhou!
Heaven's surge. Rise! A foregone conclusion.
To victory!
Is that it? Receive divinity.
Do not fret.
Repay.
Time for the master stroke.
Show no mercy. Eternal sleep is not the dead return!
Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon. The strength. Heaven's surge. Break. A foregone conclusion.
Vanquish the abomination!
Let's be friends.
I sense a storm.
Bloom.
Better late than never.
For the Xianzhou!
Crushing an ant with the weight of a star. How indulgent. The universe will end in destruction. And with it, the abundance and the hunt will disappear.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
A thousand wonders to raise your spirits. Fight as one!
Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon. Heaven's surge. Rise!
General of the Xianzhou, can your feet...
Gonhong, you take it from here.
Did you think it was over, Fantilia?
Oh my god, I get double damage.
Oh, a scion of permanence. Have you finally remembered your duty of watching over the arbor?
Vanquish the abomination!
Welcome, customers. Yeah!
You chose the wrong enemy.
The times are changed. Heaven's surge. Break!
On my command.
Time for them.
Show no mercy. I am the vanguard of the hunt.
Was that
I'll
it?
see you off.
The strength. Heaven's surge. Rise!
Are we still ants to you, Fantilia? So much effort to crush us, and met with so little success. I wonder what the other Ravagers would think.
It's almost as if you can't wait to be acquainted with them. I'm afraid you won't have the chance.
Better late than never.
Eternal sleep is not the end.
The dead return!
Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
Time to end this.
Paid for that.
Out of ideas, Fantilia!
Nothing major.
To victory! Trifling.
Time to end this.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits. Fight as one!
You chose the wrong enemy. Receive divinity.
1,000 thanks.
The strength.
Time for the master stroke.
Show no mercy.
Heaven's surge. Rise!
Seize the moment. Yeah!
On my command. Vanquish the abomination!
I sense a storm.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Forgive my indulgence. Your struggle in the face of certain death is touching.
Third death, I just won.
End this.
Paid for
For my next trick, I shall turn each of you into my Void Ranger.
What's about the
The
property?
power of the destruction will eat away at your flesh and transform you into pawns of the great Nanook. Let's start with this arrogant Xianzhou general.
I literally just won.
I wonder if the transformation of a Xianzhou general into a Void Ranger would cast the Luofu back into chaos. Destruction works in fascinating ways. What are you?
Dalhom! Do it!
Not bad, General of the Hunt. But all I lost was a body stolen on a whim. And you, how much longer can you last? The destruction of the Xianzhou is nigh.
Be gone, pawn of destruction. Tell the Legion that the vengeance of the Hunt will fall upon them.
Oh my god.
General, are you okay?
I'm still alive. And it would seem the two of us can still coordinate our efforts. Phantilia, a truly fearsome enemy. If she hadn't attempted to turn me into a pawn of destruction, I'm afraid victory would have been far from certain. Phantilia had established a link between me and herself. Her well-timed strike gravely injured her. Thus, her connection to the Arbor was severed.
So it was all part of the plan? When Dan Heng stabbed you, I was scared to death.
Oh, yeah.
It takes more than that to destroy an emanator of destruction. Still...
Phantilia won't be stirring up trouble anytime soon. Don't worry about her infecting the Arbor again. It's just that sealing the Stellaron is going to take some time.
Leave that to the Master Diviner. I'm afraid I may be somewhat spent.
General, keep those eyes open. Now's not the time to fall asleep. Hey, wake up!
All remains as it did yesterday.
I don't
What is
care.
your purpose for entering the sea?
I want to finish the quest. Story, I don't care about the
Can you wait a little moment? The Master Diviner will be here soon. She's temporarily taken on the General's responsibilities. Before meeting you, she must make the current situation known and fortify public spirit.
I don't think I can ever get used to this. It's a pleasure to see you all here today, collating casualties and losses, dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples, submitting battle reports to the 6 charioteers. Now I know what Jing Yuan meant when he said, "The highest throne faces the strongest wins." Generalship is no trifling matter. How could I be enjoying myself? All I can do is get used to it.
I think she's enjoying herself.
Master Diviner, have you summoned us here just to sigh and complain?
Of course not. On the contrary, I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as acting general of the Luofu. Now that things have drawn to a conclusion, it is time to reward you.
Ooh, all those benefits that the General promised!
Yes. The Astral Express has braved great evil for the Luofu. Your devotion is evident. After discussions with the 6 charioteers.
On behalf of the Astral Express, I would...
Oh, wow. Nothing tangible then?
Now that things have been expressed, I still have something to discuss with you.
It's probably I guess.
Seriously? Thanking us like that and—
It's not a mission. The Stellaron crisis, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus rebellion, the ARP is just that. Having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. I would appreciate if you could go through it all with me. So... It appears that Phantilia was the mastermind behind it all. The Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion in the past, and ever since we have kept a watchful eye on their movements. Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. The Lord Ravager slithered in unnoticed, clandestinely plotting and machinating, and surreptitiously bestowed a Stellaron upon the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. This heinous act instigated an uprising aimed at luring the Luofu into a perilous trap of self-destruction. The present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a re-evaluation. We should proceed cautiously. When the Ambrosial Arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the Abundance became a taboo. Those within the Alchemy Commission, the original masters of the so-called Way of Immortality, were ruined at a stroke. The Commission became a shadow of its former self. Presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already been planted. Some of them were willing to work with the enemy, acquiring a Stellaron from the Antimatter Legion to try and revive the Abundance. They succeeded all right. But why would Phantilia's objective to be to realize their wishes? Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou only to become sacrificial offerings in the Lord Ravager's grand scheme. The Stellaron Hunters, we know just as little. But in the Matrix of Prescience, I saw a prophecy that Kafka received from Destiny's slave. Elio foresaw all manner of possibilities for the Luofu. Based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio, that prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Luofu. The Stellaron Hunters walked right into our trap, and even gifted allies, in the form of yourselves, to the Xianzhou. That might sound self-interested, but I hope the feeling is mutual. Now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou has discovered the Legion's intentions, and with everyone's help, has imposed a crushing defeat on Phantilia. That we may. But as logical as things might seem, there are still many details about which we're uncertain. For example, how was the Stellaron brought onto the Xianzhou? And who sent it onto Scale Gorge Waterscape? How many disciples of Sanctus Medicus still remain at large? All of this is a mystery. Thus far, we've done our best. I'm submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report. But for the sake of Jingyuan, anything related to Xianzhou internal affairs will have names redacted. I hope you can forgive me.
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be poring over...
Jingyuan has committed quite a few violations this time around. And before you leave, please make time... Oh, if you pass through Starskiff Haven... It was all so chaotic. The Cloud Knights were only able to find her fan. She took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if Tingyun was a puppet manipulated by Phantilia, or if some form of deception was used to cloud her vision. I'm already prepared for the worst. Considering how the Legion operates, I fear the fate of the Skyfaring Commission Ambassador may be a bleak one. As for how matters are handled with regards to Tingyun, I believe it's best left to her Foxian ken. I have informed the Skyfaring Commission of the events which took place, and I think it would be best if you were the one to deliver this item to Yukong.
I understand. Leave it with us.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. It's getting late.
All remains as it did yesterday.
I've never attended a memorial. I know what I should do.
I see. Please extend my regards to the 10 Lords.
I will. Our condolences, Hellmaster. You have guests. I shall take my leave.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I would like to...
Madame Yukong must have heard about Miss Tingyun.
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's report was indeed correct. Tingyun. I still can't believe it. The whole the Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou. How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise? What happened to the real Tingyun?
Madame Yukong.
I'm sorry. I understand. It's just hard for me to accept. Thank you for bringing Tingyun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, sisters, children. I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
A soul-soothing ceremony?
To put it into short life terms, ordinarily the 10 Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any Given our limited lifespans,
The only ones who place value on ceremony are us Foxians. Countless Cloud Knights lost their lives or became Mara-struck during the crisis. All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us. By combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, we honor. It's not just it's also my way. I'd like to ask you all. I've instructed Yan Ming to sort through Ting.
Leave this to us.
Once again.
Oh my god. Just do it. Don't have us participate. Just fucking start.
You always did say that I like to gossip. And here I am rambling on, proving you right again. If only you were here to cut me off. Oh.
We're here to help sort out Miss Ting.
Well, I've managed to get
I
through
don't
pretty
want
much
to bother.
everything. It's all
I'm
in
just
this
kidding,
box.
but
Please, take your time.
don't make me actually sort.
Okay, let's see what there is.
I don't care.
An Amicassator seal. A small... looks like some kind of...
Oh, Ting Yun explained that.
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr. Yan Ming. Wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor. Yan Ming,
I remember Ting Yun and I were from different. When we used to trade in the rivalry between us and the Whistling. Oh, I was completely
I'm only reading through
unprepared
this
for this.
because my husband did that.
I never thought Ting Yun would leave something behind. If I don't return a gift, I'll...
Huh. Besides this, could there be other things?
I just want to get
where we're supposed to take?
I don't care. Do I have to? Do it your fucking self! Why am I the one doing it? I don't give a shit. I don't care.
I've never attended a memorial.
But I'm only doing this for the fucking... fucking finish the story. I don't see why I have to fucking do it. Oh my fucking god. Why? I should not have to fucking do it.
The Sleepless Earl. Was that the name of that tea house at the port when we first got into town?
I don't know what I'm supposed to give her.
Welcome to the Sleepless Earl. I'm the owner here. The name's Ming Ming. How many... Oh! This... When I took over this famous brew, Miss Ting Yun came... I just thought she was trying...
Yes.
Oh, really?
I don't care. Just let me end this
Based on her
shit.
suggestion, seeing as she can...
All remains as it did yesterday.
The Luofu is famous for its mung bean soda. You've got to give it a try.
I'm here. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, how's it going? Did you take some time off? Isn't that the place on Aurum? It's the main tourists whenever I'm tired.
honored guests. Well, when she probably. Oh, I heard.
I don't.
Missed.
Really?
Oh God. I have no design.
Oh, speaking of which.
About that bow, I think I know who Miss Tingyun intended to gift it to.
Mr. Yan Ming said an Ami Cass.
It's... Let me... I don't care! Fuck no. I'm saying no. Let me say no. Why can't I just say fuck you? I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna do that shit for you. What the? No, I'm not.
What brings you here? This bow. Did Tingyun pick it out for me? She understood my pain. 30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned. The scars of that war, I felt tired of voyaging. Despite rising to Helm Master, my military career hadn't prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me. Tingyun, on the other hand, was a born merchant. She never fought alongside me on the battlefield. But in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. Without the help of Tingyun and the guild, the Luofu, I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed with the time. I was wrong. The star skiff is ready for the ceremony now.
Wait! Wait for me! Miss Tingyun prepared a gift for me. As a fellow ambassador, I cannot fail to honor our custom.
Yan Ming, what is it that...
I've brought a paper kite. I know it may seem simple compared to the precious items that Tingyun gifted others in the past, but I heard that Foxians have a tradition where paper kites are used to comfort the souls of pilots who can no longer take to the skies. Tingyun and I were never pilots in the strictest sense of the word, but for her to be able to take wing once again would make her very happy.
I don't care. Why do I have to pick? Huh.
This time, we needn't compete.
This is a gift from Miss Yensui on behalf... This is the tea that Meng made.
Thank you for everything you've... The Skyfaring Commission. It is time for the...
All remains as it did yesterday.
I do not have to do this. They should just cut straight to the scene and not do the question. I get it.
General, the ceremony is finished. You should take a rest.
Not yet. I have things I wish to convey to my astral friends. My apologies I couldn't get before you leave the Luofu.
2 gifts? Has his...
Please. Let us reconvene.
No! Just do it here! Fucking kidding me! Just fucking do it there!
All remains as it did yesterday.
This would be fine if you had, like, just told us to do this earlier.
Would you like me to relay your message?
Present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou law. I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Luofu is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Luofu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a jade abacus, a symbol of... Back when the Alliance was first established, the same is true of this jade abacus. It is a record of the Luofu Cloud Knights, no matter how astronomically distant you are. The Luofu Cloud Knights will always come to...
Wow, now...
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivial or inappropriate circumstances.
Yup, got it. Say no more. Sure thing.
Thank you for your generosity.
Dan Heng.
General.
In accordance with the Edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve your banishment decree. From this day henceforth, you may come and go freely on the Luofu.
Nice!
But I must remind you that the crimes of Don Feng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, such as those in Scale Gorge Waterscape, will not be much moved by the issuance of a paper edict. While I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety. Again, I hope you can understand.
I understand.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is the Express and its passengers have a lot.
It's perfect fucking done.
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected that she was also asking after you, Dan Heng.
She must have been worried.
Himiko must be hang on. I've got goldfish memory.
Fine.
No!
Don't worry.
We don't need to do shit. I'm not doing any of that.
There's a dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate.
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. The transcendence that the sea... Yeah, you're back. Himiko and I were just discussing... This little excursion has reached its conclusion.
Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys.
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
Yes, no more Stellaron Hunter interruptions. It's time to get our original plan back on track. Our next stop is Penacony, remember? The Express's records show that Penacony was a However, following a Stellaron burst, the planet fell into the arms of Xipe. They say it's been transformed into... The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of the planets. When the conductor is ready, we can set...
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners. Which are you?
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Xianzhou, what was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement? Abomination of Yaoshi.
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right, Jingyuan. Stay out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Xianzhou to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
Final. Yes, that is one I look forward to doing. Wow.
All remains as it did yesterday.
Hey! Over here!
You can probably do this when you're in the cabin, but I'm not doing it now. So this is Mars. And then but anyway, I will worry about that on screen. So I'm gonna end this right now.